Match number 2 in the Cricket World Cup. Done and dusted. Pakistan versus the Netherlands. I gotta say, I was really glad it wasn't as one-sided as I thought it was gonna be. Gotta say, good fight from the Netherlands, at least bowling-wise. Today, Pakistan batted first. 286 all out in 49 overs, exactly 49 overs. You had Saad Shakil with 68, and then you had Mohammad Rizwan, who also had 68 in that total. Bas Deledi, or the lead, probably butchering his name, but he had figures of 9 overs, 62 runs, 4 wickets. Kind of similar to his dad, Tim Deledi, who played in his first World Cup quite a few years ago. He had 4 though for I think 32 or 36 in his spell. But gotta say, I think the Netherlands learned something from England's bowling the other night and restricted Pakistan enough to get them at least to within a chaseable total. Because if you watch the New Zealand-England game, or at least you watch the highlights, you will know 286 ain't enough, because England could have made 300 in that game and it wouldn't have been enough. But I guess what I want to say is, like, I hope it's an eye-opener for Pakistan and all the other teams to not take, you know, the lower-ranked teams for granted, because the Netherlands, they brought their bowling game today. Maybe not their batting game, but they brought their bowling game today. And, you know, it was phenomenal. Just the fact that they restricted Pakistan and bowled them out. The Netherlands, though, in their turn at the crease, 205 all out in exactly 41 overs. So yeah, they got to 40 overs, so not a bad effort. You had Vikramjit Singh, he had 52, and then you had Bas Deledi again. He came back with the bat to make a solid 67. So you had good contributions from the people that, you know, should be making contributions. But then again, you had Haris Rauf. He had 3 wickets for 43 runs from his 9 overs. And then you had Hassan Ali. He had 2 for 33. They were pretty much the main destroyers. Everybody else in the Pakistan bowling each got a wicket. Here's what I really liked about the game. Pakistan knew they didn't make as many runs as they wanted to. But this is the big but factor here. And if, you know, they had the bowling to back it up, and they backed themselves. Unlike England, who didn't learn from New Zealand's bowling, they picked up something from when the Netherlands bowled, and they put it into practice when they bowled, and it kind of worked out. Now the Netherlands, I gotta say, they weren't completely out all the way, but constantly losing wickets, that will slow any team down. No matter how good of a player you can be, if you're trying to do it by yourself. I mean, great partnership between Singh and Bas, but, you know, once they departed, nothing much really solidified. And so I think for the Netherlands going forward, they got to figure out how they can pretty much replicate what they did in the qualifiers, especially against West Indies. If you remember that game, that was a game. Logan Van Beek, man, that was a game. And then they got to put it in. They got to put the work in and be ready for their next opponent, whoever it is. Pakistan, I got to say, they play cricket. They play like they've been playing lately, like they really want to win. So I'm not going to take anything away from them. I think the subcontinent teams, they're going to have an advantage. Regardless, however you want to look at it, they're going to have an advantage. But got to give them props for coming back, because they lost early wickets too. But they had a good partnership, and they just kept building. And I think if Netherlands had that type of foundation too, they would have done it. But both teams, bowling wise today, I think delivered. Unlike the first game where the bat really dominated, this game the ball dominated. And as a bowler, that's what I like to see. That's what I love to see. Look, the quest for the trophy, for the prestige trophy of the Cricket World Cup continues tonight, 11 o'clock. I'm talking USA time, so if you live anywhere else, I don't know what time that is for you. But it's going to be a great match. Match number 3, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I don't want to give you any bad news. Look, it starts at 11 o'clock. I don't remember who's playing. I don't want to be like, I think it's Bangladesh and Afghanistan, but I can't be exactly sure. I'm almost sure it's Bangladesh and Afghanistan. But look, It's where we talk about it all the time, and I love giving my perspective of the game. If you just look, share it, just share what you thought of the match. Don't be afraid. Like, we always answer our comments because we love it. We love you coming back. We love you coming back to the channel, putting your thoughts down, even if you're laughing at what we say, even if even if we didn't pronounce the people's name right. We love it. We love the fact that you keep coming back, because you know what? It's what brings us together even more, because we can laugh at ourselves. It's cricket. It's a game. We should always have fun playing, talking about everything. And as a fan, a die-hard fan of this game, thank you, my peeps, for always giving us that support. And I've said this time and time again, you make it worthwhile to come back and do these videos. We love doing them, but when people watch your videos, you're like, yes, at least somebody's watching it, and we're grateful for that. So look, match number 3. 11 o'clock. Don't forget it. Until next time, my peeps. Later.